Trump's victory in 2024. Donald Trump's 2024 victory marks one of modern American history's most remarkable political comebacks, signaling a potent shift in U.S. domestic and foreign policy. His return to office has sparked optimism among his supporters, who view his re-election as a chance to restore what they believe are the nation's founding values. However, it has also stirred concern among critics who question the impacts of his policies. Trump's ambitious agenda and a team poised for major reforms could alter America's trajectory domestically and internationally. The road to redemption. Trump's path to victory in 2024 was built on a narrative of resilience as he leveraged his unique brand and unyielding support base. Despite the legal battles, controversies, and political opposition, Trump rallied a significant portion of the American populace, highlighting concerns about inflation, energy independence, and international standing. In his victory speech, he spoke to the importance of a strong, self-reliant America. Our nation deserves leadership that fights for its citizens, brings jobs back home, and puts America first. His speeches emphasized a return to peace through strength, which struck a chord with voters weary of rising global tensions and domestic challenges. Policy priorities and the team. Behind the agenda, with his second term underway, Trump's administration has laid out several key policy priorities to reinvigorate the American economy, secure borders, and reassert U.S. influence abroad. 1. Economic revitalization. Trump's focus on economic reform is led by his new Treasury Secretary, a prominent business figure with deep ties to American industry. By reducing regulations and proposing tax incentives for companies that bring jobs back to the U.S., Trump seeks to reverse what he terms the globalist policies that outsourced American jobs. A bold infrastructure bill aims to repair and enhance national infrastructure, creating jobs while modernizing essential systems. American labor should build American prosperity, Trump declared, signaling his intent to foster a resurgence in domestic manufacturing. 2. Border security and immigration reform. Building on his 2016 campaign promise, Trump has re-emphasized the need for secure borders. Appointing a hardline Homeland Security Secretary, his administration is pressing forward with initiatives to enhance physical and technological barriers. An updated, merit-based immigration policy seeks to streamline legal immigration while tightening restrictions on undocumented migration. Trump has argued that these measures are essential to protect American families and ensure fair competition for American workers. 3. Foreign policy realignment. Trump's foreign policy team includes a mix of experienced diplomats and defense experts dedicated to rebalancing international alliances and reducing foreign interventions. He said, "America will no longer be the world's police, but a powerful partner in global stability." His administration plans to renegotiate key trade deals, focusing on national interests, especially about China. Trump aims to create what he calls fair trade rather than free trade, emphasizing the need to protect American interests in the face of an aggressive global marketplace. 4. Judicial appointments and social issues. With a focus on preserving conservative values, Trump is anticipated to fill judicial vacancies with judges committed to originalist interpretations of the Constitution. This approach aligns with his base, who hope to see the preservation of what they consider core American values. His newly appointed Attorney General has also promised a firm stance against violent crime and ideological extremism. Key accomplishments and the future. Trump's team has initiated substantial changes in just the first few months of his second term. The restructuring of the Energy Department, aimed at promoting oil, gas, and clean coal production, has garnered applause from energy sector leaders who believe it will stabilize prices and reduce dependence on foreign oil. Additionally, early negotiations on trade realignments have received mixed responses but signal a commitment to Trump's doctrine of economic nationalism. Potential impact on America and the world. Trump's victory in 2024 could bring significant shifts in America's relationships with allies and adversaries. For one, his commitment to less reliance on foreign resources and a renewed focus on American manufacturing could challenge global supply chains and alter international trade norms. Additionally, his stance on military alliances, especially his push for allies to contribute more toward mutual defense, could reshape NATO and the U.S.'s position in the UN. Trump's domestic policies, focusing on economic protectionism and a commitment to law and order, may also revive the American manufacturing sector and potentially reduce unemployment. This shift could boost the U.S. economy, but might prompt trade disputes, particularly with nations reliant on exporting goods to America. For the world, Trump's approach could mean a redefinition of America first, prioritizing U.S. interests while recalibrating America's international role. His administration's stance on China, in particular, could lead to a more polarized global landscape, as other nations may be forced to align with either U.S.-led or China-led initiatives. However, Trump and his team view this as essential for maintaining American influence and countering what he calls the unfair practices of global competitors. Conclusion: Trump's victory in 2024 is not merely a return to the past, but a renewed commitment to reshaping America's future. His focus on national sovereignty, economic self-reliance, and strength through secure borders appeals to a segment of Americans who feel left behind in a globalized world. His policy priorities, supported by a team determined to implement them, indicate a transformative path for America that could redefine its role at home and abroad for years to come. As he famously declared in his campaign, America's best days are still ahead. And for many supporters, his presidency is seen as the beginning of that renewed journey.